We're quick and nimble when we need to be. We can float through the air and climb up trees. Hey everybody, we are back with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
What shirt is that? That's a new one. Is that Bowser?
Yeah, this is what do we have on T-shirt watch this episode?
Alright, so this one is a Attack on Titan Mario one that I got a while back. It's basically like the famous sort of Attack on Titan image with like you had like Aaron like facing the Colossal Titan over the wall, and instead you have just like Mario with Flood looking at Giant Bowser.
And on that day, the Mushroom Kingdom received a grim reminder. I take that. I like that. Yeah, that's a good shirt.
It's the closest thing I have to a Donkey Kong shirt because I have no Donkey Kong shirts, but I have Mario ones.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a bottomless pit there? But you survived?
It's a bottomless pit that is suddenly not bottomless because it shocks, it shocks DK into, right, like jumping 1,000 feet in the air.
All right, sure.
That's interesting. I mean, some games are pretty inconsistent about. I mean, okay, here's what I like about like the Shantae series. I'm trying to think of other examples, but that's the first one that comes to mind. If there's a bottomless pit, they give you this indication with like floating skulls above the pit to let you know that it is a bottomless pit, because that game's sort of. I mean, it's sort of like a Metrovania in the sense that you can explore a lot. So, with that indication, you're not taking any leaps of faith. In case you need to explore something below. And I appreciate that. I mean, with games like Kirby, it sort of goes without saying that everything's going to be a bottomless pit. And if you die, that's a shame because Kirby can fly. But it still happens.
I feel like Rayman does this. Like, I don't remember. I think Rayman has some indication of like, yeah, don't go down this one. But I forget what it is.
Yeah, they definitely do have something though, too. I think it's just like these wavy, purplish, black lines.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
If you remember last episode, I mentioned something about like how some of the levels are like really combo heavy. This is basically one of the most combo heavy levels in the entire game because it's really easy to sort of get through this level really badly, but if you want any sort of like high score, you have to use the combos and do like a never-ending combo for most of the level.
It looks cool though.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, it looks like a really fun level.
It is, but it's like, if you want to get like sort of high, like you want to get like the other medals, it becomes really, really hard because the only way to get like up to gold is by essentially continuing a combo through most of the level. I didn't do that in here. I did do it like later on, but basically I had to just restart every time I messed up.
Is there any actual goal to the medals in this game? Like, like in something like Rayman or in the newer Mario games, it's like, oh, you need to get these things, and then you'll unlock like more game. Do the medals do anything, or are they just sort of for show here?
No, same thing. Because remember how whenever I get new medals, it like unlocks new kingdoms.
Oh, right. I didn't realize that was tied to the medals. I thought that just sort of happened.
No, it's tied to the medals. Like gotcha. I actually had to go back and do almost every level over again that I didn't get gold in at the end because I didn't get enough for the final boss.
Oh my god, and you did that off screen, I take it.
Yes.
Holy cow, Jordan, your hands must have been like murdered after this.
You have no idea. Like I recorded it one day, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna finish it all today. Then I realized I had to go back and do everything. By the time I did that, I'm just like, no, not doing this today. I am done.
I wonder if the Jungle Beat pros, which I assume exist, I wonder if they have any like techniques. Like, do you think their hands are just like calloused enough that it doesn't matter, or do you think they've like there's like some common solution to the problem of having your hands turned into like raw meat?
Maybe they wear gloves.
Yeah, maybe they just wear gloves.
Special
Even that would
bongo
probably
drums.
hurt. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't.
It would still hurt.
Yeah, over time, nothing can really, preserve your hands after that much play. I like how DK gets electrocuted if you hit the clouds. It's nice attention to detail.
If you try to do like this level and if you try to get good in this level and you have to get one combo, one thing you'll grow to hate in this level are the fucking mosquitoes because they're hard to see and then they end up ruining all of your combos.
Well, mosquitoes suck in real life, so it's only fitting that they suck here too.
You know, you might be able to completely eradicate all mosquitoes in the world, and it like probably wouldn't affect anything.
Oh wow!
It would probably affect something.
They don't really have like an ecological purpose that we're aware of.
They're just there.
Yeah, like they're just there, and if we wanted to eradicate them all, we could.
I mean, they are a food source for everything else.
No, they're not though. Like, there's no, as far as science right now can tell, there is no animal whose dominant food source is mosquitoes. Like, a lot of people say dragonflies. Like, dragonflies eat other bugs too, and it just so happens that they also eat mosquitoes. Like, there's, again, as far as we know, and I think the reason why they haven't done it is that it's like kind of, you know, we have so many problems with like eradicating full species of animals and the adverse effects that has, that like we're a little, you know, we don't want to do that intentionally. That would be a bad thing to do, just in case. But yeah, apparently there's like no actual evidence, as far as we can tell, that mosquitoes serve any purpose at all.
No, hold
other
on.
than just being annoying. And they also carry a lot of diseases, right?
In Lilo and Stitch, I believe that Mr. Bubbles, the CIA guy, saves the world off screen by convincing the Galactic Federation that mosquitoes are a vital part to the ecosystem. Again, that's probably a lie, and I think it was mosquitoes.
Was that Lilo and Stitch?
That was, yeah, Lilo and Stitch. I can't remember if it was mosquitoes or some other insect, but I'm like 95% sure it's
been a long time since I watched that movie, so I'm not even sure.
I really like that movie. Like, I think I rented it, like, when you could still rent movies.
Those were the days.
What is this ancient technology you speak of?
Yeah, and like within that rental, I think I watched the movie like 2 or 3 times, and yet I like can't remember anything about that movie. But I really like it a lot.
It's a good movie.
I just can't. It's nothing in my brain. I just can't. I can't recall anything.
Which is kind of weird because like I keep thinking that I have like encyclopedic knowledge of most Disney movies that I've seen, and it's like I just can't remember that one very well.
Yeah, it's so good though. It's really good.
It is.
It's good. The TV series spinoff was solid. The movie spinoffs got a little dark, but they were still all right. Yeah, it's a good franchise.
Of those things, but I guess I should have expected.
I mean, I've got a little sister who was also obsessed with it at the time, so we went through everything multiples of times.
Yeah.
So what are we doing, Jordan?
Right here, Jordan.
I tried to get those assholes over there because they keep screwing me up, and just as revenge. And then it turns out it's either really hard or you just cannot reach them. So I just sort of gave up after a while.
If you're just trying to get them for revenge, you probably don't need to get them. You may as well move on, I guess.
Yeah.
Venom Donkey Kong.
But yeah, if you the thing is about though, if you were able to get a really good combo in the last one they were in, the little cloud thing, which is like I said, it's really, really hard. You can easily platinum this entire kingdom. Yeah, I didn't do it on here, but when I had to go back and like get all the medals, I did do that.
Man, that was violent. Donkey Kong just totally kicking those guys into oblivion. Are they named keys here as well, like they are in Legend of Zelda? Those bats?
I have no idea. Like,
I'm gonna say probably not.
The only thing that really has a name in this thing are Donkey Kong and the bosses. Everything else, I have no idea.
I wonder if they have names in like the instruction manual though, because that's where you usually find that stuff.
This game would have come with an enclosed instruction manual.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I found out that recently Nintendo released this game's Wii version on the Virtual Console, and it was so sad to me to see that.
Why?
Oh, because no way to get the bongos with it.
No, because they're using the Wii version with the Wii controls, and that's like I said before. If you are not playing the bongos, you are playing it wrong.
I mean, look,
this seems
no
like
wrong way to play a thing, but
yes,
this game seems like really. Why would you? It's more that why would you bother? Because like as a standalone platformer, it's whatever. It's kind of forgettable, I guess. The bongos are what make it cool.
Yeah, like the platforming is pretty standardized, but the bongos like gives it that nice extra depth. for experience. I mean, if someone's really desperate to, play this game, bongos or not, then at least they have the option. But
I don't really know why you would be desperate to play this game if you were not going to use the bongos, is the thing.
Yeah. But, this game... I love the music in this level, though.
Getting Crash Bandicoot vibes, but like a more upbeat sort of Crash Bandicoot track. I can't remember who did the soundtrack for Crash Bandicoot.
Talk about that?
I should know that. Ooh, maybe at some point. Probably at some point.
I think Dan sort of like noticed it and is like, oh, this guy makes the Crash Bandicoot soundtrack. I just can't remember.
Oh, you know what? No,
I think that was Spyro.
Now that you mention it, it was, I think, was it like Stuart Copeland? I think it was Stuart Copeland who made the Crash Bandicoot stuff. Or he made the Spyro music.
That's right.
Stuart
we never
Copeland.
got around to the Crash soundtrack.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was after we played Crash Bandicoot. So I think Dan noted that. We haven't played Spyro.
I have not played Spyro. No.
No, but I think it like came up as a tangent. Okay, I'm gonna rock
whatever.
Wiki.
Either way, you know how I feel about the music in these games. I don't like it. I like the old DK soundtracks a lot. I do not really like the new ones. That being said, I have not heard a lot of them in context. Like, this was brought up at work at some point. Someone was talking about Tropical Freeze and really liking Tropical Freeze. And I was just saying, like, man, yeah, I've heard some of the soundtrack of that, removed from the game and have been not super into it. But maybe there's just, like, maybe it's just a soundtrack like that, where in-game it's great, and then it just doesn't really work as a soundtrack outside of it. Which is, like, not every soundtrack is going to do that, and not every soundtrack needs to do that. It just needs to feel good in the game.
Yeah.
Josh Mansell is the composer who did Crash Bandicoot and also the Jack series.
Oh yeah,
and those are his two notable works.
I remember the music in those games being fine. Like, I can't remember them super well, but I remember them being all right.
I have to say that this kingdom must have a great mixtape because it is hot fire.
Right. Of course.
Oh, he's not gonna eat that, is he? Oh, he's gonna eat that. He's gonna take a bite out of it. Oh.
That must burn. That must burn.
That had to be painful. You're not going to convince me otherwise. That had to be painful.
Well, we are up against the last elephant boss.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I'm going to miss them.
Holy cow.
No, I'm not.
Well, there's two of them.
Oh, there's
Double
two
the
of
fun.
them.
Oh no.
Oh, shoot. Twinning winning.
This is such a Batman Arkham Asylum approach to how to make bosses more difficult. Like, just do the same one, but there's two of them this time.
Those freaking Titans.
Well, to be honest, like, Batman is not the only one guilty of that. Not by a long shot.
Oh, yeah. It's just
Very true.
the one that comes to mind, just because...
because of the Titans.
The one imperfection of Batman Arkham Asylum is that the bosses are not very good.
Yeah, well, there's really only the Joker. I think he's, like, the only real boss fight.
Well, it's just the Joker, and then there's a bunch of Bane fights. Or Titan fights, whatever they are. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't really.
They do a few. Like they do that boss a few times. There's also, I think, Poison Ivy is in that game as well.
Yeah, Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's Poison Ivy.
Yeah, they improved.
There's Scarecrow.
Yeah, Scarecrow's kind of
there's like a
not
Bane
really a boss.
thing.
Scarecrow's like a level. It's not really a boss.
Okay. What really disappointed me about Scarecrow is that I loved his levels in Arkham Asylum, and his levels in Arkham Knight were like his presence in Arkham Knight was completely disappointing.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
the presence of all the villains in Arkham
Knight
was
do some okay stuff
disappointing.
with it. Like, it's just that I don't like the way that series felt the need in every game to have everyone's expecting us to have the part where it gets all fucked up, so here we go. I just I don't like this need to do the same things you did in the first game because people liked it. I think that's a real bummer of a way to approach making sequels.
Yeah,
we got the Batmobile in Arkham Knight. That was.
You got what?
Love it or hate it. We got the Batmobile in Arkham Knight. Like I
it sucked.
No, I liked it. I thought once he got to
fine, but
once he got to handle it well, I thought it was actually pretty fun.
It's okay. I didn't actually hate it, but it was a thing that I didn't need it. Similarly to how I didn't need a Batman game to be an open world in the first place, and still think that was the wrong thing to do.
Arkham City was... No, I think Arkham City was the low point of the series. I actually enjoyed Origins more.
I sort of agree. Because, I mean, I like, everybody loves Arkham City better than a lot of them. I'm just like, honestly, I like Arkham Asylum better, and I also like A Night better. The only one I liked less than City was Origin.
Yeah, I never played Origin because I felt that there was no point. Like, I was just kind of like, why bother? But
there really isn't.
Sorry?
There really isn't a point.
Yeah, like, it's a different studio. Like, I just don't care.
It's fine.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I like Night better than City. Though, again, like, if Night didn't have all the Batmobile stuff, I'd probably like it a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Really? That's interesting. I thought it was fun to... I don't know. I thought it just added an extra dimension of
Night is better as an open world game. Like, it is...
Yes.
It has... Yeah. City has the problem of feeling like it's sort of just a bunch of levels and then there's also an open world to combine them for some reason.
Yeah. Though at the same time... Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was just like, Night is a lot more comfortable in its open worldness, and I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But I still, I think Asylum is like very easily the best game in that series.
Yeah,
though I do still hate the fucking the stupid tank things where you have to just sort of look for a tank in the Batmobile. I hate those levels.
Oh wait, was that the Deadshot levels or the Deathstroke?
No, the ones where you like have to like go against those gigantic tanks can basically kill you in one hit. You have to like sneak up behind them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Eventually, Deathstroke takes it like becomes a Deathstroke side mission, and you don't actually get to face him. Like he's just commanding the tanks. And,
that's
what a missed opportunity. So many missed opportunities. The villains. I know the part's over, but like the villains. I don't know. I feel like they didn't have a strong presence in this game, and that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway. Might have to do one of those games at some point.
Donkey Kong Jungle Asylum, people.
Oh, that's a great name for the part. I am the... No. Okay.
I am the banana.
Identity crisis there.